Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be doing some shorter-term technical analysis on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets because, as you guys have seen, we have been discussing the potential of a new Bitcoin uptrend over the last couple of days, and unfortunately, that doesn't look like that's going to happen, at least based on the price movement that we saw about 24 hours ago when Bitcoin fell below the 20 daily exponential moving average. Guys, we've been talking about the things that Bitcoin needs to do if we are going to see some kind of Bitcoin uptrend. And if Bitcoin doesn't do them, well, then we can probably expect that Bitcoin is not going to go into an uptrend. And unfortunately, Bitcoin has fallen back below both of the levels of resistance that it was previously above. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you both sides of the argument, both the bullish and the bearish, so that you can come to your own conclusion about where we think Bitcoin will be heading over the next couple of days. Guys, I have a lot of analysis for you, some things that you probably haven't heard before. I haven't seen anyone else talking about this. So if you do enjoy today's video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, guys. We hit 1,200 likes yesterday. Thank you, guys. We finally did it. Let's see if we can get to 1,300. I think we can do 1,300 likes. Hit that like button down below. I'd be greatly appreciative of that. And I also want to mention that we've now started a new sale on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Guys, I've just uploaded 2 new videos to the Academy, and we have 3 more to be uploaded today. Yesterday, we uploaded our updated video on dollar cost averaging and our updated video on market sentiment. For all of you guys already in CT2A, you're going to get access to those new videos absolutely for free. If you guys would like to get started learning technical analysis, especially while Bitcoin isn't in the middle of a bull market, so that you will actually understand how to work in these markets when one starts, I highly encourage you to invest in your education, and you can do so with the link in the description down below. That coupon code is July 2020 for $40 off at checkout, but without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Guys, the last couple of days on Bitcoin have been a little all over the place. One thing that I'm very excited about is that we have seen volatility returning to Bitcoin. And yes, the last 24 hours or so have brought bearish volatility to Bitcoin, but the fact remains that that is volatility, even if it is volatility to the downside. Even though we pulled back in the last couple of days, we've still managed to stay above our previous lows. Let's talk about that. It is a fact, you have not dreamt it, that Bitcoin has fallen below the 20 DEMA and the 50 daily SMA, unfortunately. And it is also a fact that this red candlestick is a bearish engulfing candlestick with the body closing below the open of the 8th of July's daily candlestick. But one thing I want to point out to you is look at the wicks on the last 2 candlesticks, yesterday's candlestick and today's candlestick. What are we seeing? We're seeing some very, very long lower shadows, and at the time of recording this video, Bitcoin is actually in a very small green candlestick. In fact, guys, what Bitcoin is forming right now is what is known in the industry as a hammer. Long lower shadow and nothing on top. If this candlestick right here maintains a candle body less than about half the length of the wick, and we don't have a really long upper shadow by the time this day ends, this could be a hammer formation, which is a very good thing because for those of you who know Japanese candlestick analysis like we teach in the Academy, hammer formations are normally the bottom of a trend. The reason being is very simple. This candlestick opens, we pull way back, but what do the bulls do? They bounce us all the way back up and we close somewhere close to where we started. What that would look like on a longer term time frame is basically just a V-bottom. It's a candlestick bottoming pattern, and if Bitcoin does manage to form a hammer on this chart, that's going to be a very good sign and a potential reversal signal. As I said, there is obviously a bearish component to this, which we're going to get to in a second, but I want to make sure you understand this as well. Also keep in mind, guys, of the last 3 major bottoms on Bitcoin, including the one that we're setting today, we do have an uptrend. We are still downtrending on highs for Bitcoin, but if you look at the last week and a half, Bitcoin is setting higher highs. Technically speaking, ever since about the 27th of June, Bitcoin is in an uptrend. We may be just below the 20 DEMA right now, but notice we were 6% below the 20 DEMA at some points back over here at the beginning of June, and now we're sitting like 0.25% below it. Bitcoin is actually making short-term progress, even though if we look at the longer-term trend, Bitcoin is still in a technical downtrend. There are many different ways to look at this market, and there's a lot of nuance here, but you need to understand that Bitcoin pulling back on the daily chart for one day is not necessarily the end of the last week and a half's uptrend. Now, is the fact that Bitcoin has 2 lower lows right here a good thing? Is the fact that we have a bearish engulfing candlestick and we're below our 2 moving averages a good thing for, or a bullish thing for Bitcoin? No, of course not. But I am saying let's hold our horses. Let's not jump to conclusions. Let's see what Bitcoin does here, because until Bitcoin starts breaking some of these levels of support like these 2 down here, I'm not going to be convinced of a downtrend. If Bitcoin falls below $8,800 or heck, even below $9,000, then I'll start being bearish on the market. Until then, we have to stick with the trend, because remember, the trend is your friend until it ends. And even though we've fallen below both of those moving averages, Bitcoin is still technically in an uptrend. We have higher highs and higher lows. I did that backwards. Higher lows and higher highs. Now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the bearish component because, obviously there is one here. As I mentioned, Bitcoin has had a bearish engulfing candlestick, and obviously these last 24 hours are not going to be good for all of our oscillators down here. Stochastic RSI is crossed and is pointing to the downside. Bitcoin's MACD is now converging on itself under the zero level on Bitcoin, which is not a good sign. Bitcoin's volume never really returned in the way that we wanted to. It's been stagnant for the last several weeks. The key search term Bitcoin over on Google Trends is sitting consistently at 47, and myself and many of the other cryptocurrency YouTubers have noticed a serious decline in viewership and new subscriber figures, as you can see. I call that the YouTube fundamental indicator because the more people that are watching cryptocurrency YouTube, normally the more new people are coming into the space, the more people that are already here are active, and the more trading volume and volatility and liquidity is in this market. So obviously Bitcoin is nowhere near as bullish as it was before. Obviously Bitcoin is bearish. Obviously Bitcoin having this pullback here is not necessarily a good sign. That all being said, Bitcoin is still in that week to 2 week uptrend, and we do want to pay close attention to that. Again, remember what I said, if Bitcoin gets above the 20 DMA, the 50-day SMA, and $9,800, those three things, we're going into a bull market more than likely. Just because we haven't gotten there yet, take the wisdom and run. Remember, guys, just because we haven't gotten there yet doesn't necessarily mean that we won't. I'm obviously not going to lie to you and say that I'm more bullish because Bitcoin pulled back and had a bearish engulfing candlestick than I was yesterday. Of course, I'm leaning a little bit more in the favor of the bears now, but as far as I'm concerned, we are still in an uptrend and we still want to bet with the trend. So watch what happens on today's daily candlestick. Let's see how it closes. Let's see how tomorrow's operates. Maybe let's not trade this and see what Bitcoin's doing, because Bitcoin's very obviously in some kind of decision phase right now. We were in like a couple of days worth of uptrend, and now we've moved into a little bit of downtrend. Bitcoin's deciding whether or not it wants to continue that for the next week, or if we're going to bounce back to the upside. So this, use your wisdom, guys. It's really important. Technical analysis isn't the only thing that goes into trading. You need to know when to hold them, and you need to know when to fold them, as the philosopher Kenny Rogers once said. And I'm holding them right now. I'm holding my cards. I'm holding my money. I am holding off, is what I'm trying to say, from trading. And I would, if I were you as well. Hashtag not financial advice. So guys, with that said, I'm not going to give you a trade, as I've been trying to do in every video, because I want to see how this candlestick ends. We will talk about that tomorrow, but for today, I'm not going to give you a trade because I don't really think there should be a trade made today. Let's watch and see what Bitcoin does, how this body specifically closes. That's what I implore you to watch for in today's trading day. How does that body close? Does it close above the 20 DMA? Does it close down here at $9,200? Where does it close? Answer that question, and then we can answer the question of how do we want to trade this. So guys, I hope you have some information on the market. I hope you kind of understand where Bitcoin is right now, what Bitcoin is doing, what Bitcoin needs to do to take the next step, etc. And guys, I want to encourage you with something in this video, and that is this. The most important investment that you're ever going to make in your lifetime is an investment in your own brain, in your own mind. I've said that in many videos. And guys, whether you're investing in your mind with me through the Academy, which I'll talk about in a second, I'm not saying this for that reason, but whether or not you invest in your brain and in your mind and in your education through me or through someone else's course or through YouTube learning it on your own the way that I did, it'll take you a long time, but you can do it that way if you're stubborn. No matter how you focus on investing in your education, investing in yourself, investing in your mind and your wisdom and your knowledge, no matter how you do that, it is remarkably important that you do. And times like these are very good times to do that. I don't really see a great idea for a trade today. So what that means is that today would be a good time to not be sitting on Bybit trying to find a trade all day. Today would be a good time to be reading a book about technical analysis. Today would be a good day watching videos or learning about new candlestick formations or learning about different kinds of market movements, learning about different patterns and structure of markets. Learning, period. You can be learning anything, but learn something. The way that modern society works is that everybody's going like this. Everybody's getting better and better and better and better and better at their craft. And what that means is that if everybody else is getting better and better and better and you're just flatline stopping, that means they're getting better and better and better and better than you, and you're getting left behind. You have to focus on investing in yourself and in your education. Is incredibly important. So especially in times like these where Bitcoin is a little sluggish, where Bitcoin isn't doing a whole lot, where a lot of people have foolishly left the market, now is a good time for you to stay in the market and invest in your education about said market. Now, guys, that's a completely separate and important issue, separate to CT2A, but it is a good segue, so I'll go ahead and mention it. Guys, we have just started the July 2020 sale on the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, and like I said at the beginning of the video, our videos on market sentiment and our video down here on dollar cost averaging are now updated. Everybody who is in the Academy has access to those videos. Furthermore, last night, Taylor uploaded the wedges and pennants video, market structure video, and the trading and investing video. They have now been edited, and those will be uploaded for the use of everybody in the Academy already today. That means that after that is done, there are 6 6 more videos for me to make, 6 more videos for Taylor to edit, and a few more that I want to go ahead and make that are completely new to the Academy. And all of that content is going to go to people that are already in the Academy. Guys, when the Academy launched nearly 2 years ago on September 23rd, 2018, people got the Academy for $79. It is $299 now, and that's because we have added so much content. But the really cool thing is that when you join the Academy, you buy into the course one time, and you get access to all current and all future content. That means that everything that's there now and everything that we add into the future, every last bit of that is yours to keep. It is not a subscription. It is a one-time payment. And guys, I couldn't be happier to be doing what I'm doing with my life. I'm extremely excited that we're able to do the kind of things that we're able to do. Through the success that we've had here on YouTube, we have had impacts on you guys' live. I get some just absolutely heart-melting emails from some of you. The things that we're able to do in our community, the things that we're able to do by educating people and by getting people ready for technical analysis, but also things in my personal life about being able to help friends in need because of the Academy. Guys, the Academy is the greatest thing that I have ever taken part in because, one, I am teaching you how to work in markets, which is something that is one of the most profitable skills you could ever learn. So we have this amazing exchange where I teach you, and then you allow this channel to be possible, and you allow me to grow this channel and give people jobs, which, by the way, like 3 months ago, it was me and Taylor working on this. Now it's like me and 8 other people that are working in some way on this channel and the company that owns it. We have set up an amazing partnership between us and our nearly 2,000 students. We're going to pass 2,000 students in the Academy this month, which is insane. And you know, the really cool thing about being in the Academy is that every single one of those 2,000 members is allowed to pay in Bitcoin, which means that we can rep the cryptocurrency. And every single one of them gets access to a 14-day money-back refund guarantee. No questions asked, but pretty much no one ever uses it, but it is there if you would like to be one of them. Guys, it's important that you invest in your education. CT2A is a great place to do it. You can join our free Discord server down below and ask some of our students what you think, but that's enough about that. Before I go, though, guys, I do just want to open up a little bit and just say thank you so much for the success that we've had here. We're approaching 50,000 subscribers, and I could not be more excited for that. The amount of good that we've been able to do because of this channel is remarkable. And guys, the more and more we flesh out the company, the more and more we build everything out, the more I realize exactly why I'm doing this. And it was never for me. I never made this channel for my sake. Guys, I could have found a way to make money and get out of the hole I was in many different ways. But I chose this route because I knew it was the route that would allow me to help the most people. And I'm not saying that for marketing. I'm not saying that for branding. I'm saying that because I'm dead serious, guys. If it were just me, I'd be perfectly content making $100 grand a year, having a halfway decent life, going on 4 vacations a year. I'd be cool doing that. But I can't live that life and help the number of people that I want to help. And that's where this business comes into play. And that's so incredible. So thank you guys for the support. I really mean that. I'm not just saying that. I think you can tell because I know you guys, I'm sure you are a good judge of character. But I do just want to say here at the end of the video how blessed I am to have the following that we do. So thank you guys for the support. I do really appreciate it. We're going to do great things with it. I'm going to be as good of a steward with the success you're giving us as possible. And you guys are going to be along for that ride. Anyway, enough of that. That is going to wrap it out for today's video. If you did enjoy, let's hit that 1,300 like figure like I hope we can. But before I go, though, guys, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.